See it go out a little bit wider before it attempts this U-turn, and it looks like okay, so here we go. This is the newest update for our 2018 Model 3. This is a hardware version 3 car. And that 2023 hardware version 4 Model Y has not received this update yet. So I'll keep you posted if it does receive an update. So this is software 2024.33.5. So we have an update to the actual Smart Summon, and along with the FSD, this is running now version 12.5.4.2. So what we are missing from this, and this is again, not the newest hardware. This is a 2018 model, and we are still missing the end-to-end on the highway. I do believe that comes in 12.6, which this is not. So we are going to do some testing in terms of the FSD on this. I know that I have experienced, along with a bunch of other people on X that have been sharing, that the 12.5.4.1 has been doing some hard braking up to a green light, which I did also experience a couple times. So let's jump right into a test drive. There's not much new in these release notes, but I'm sure they're all over online, or you can just pause the video here if you'd like to read them. A couple things with the actual Smart Summon that I do hope come soon are these down here, where you can actually hit the button, don't have to continually press it, but then kind of like the dumb summon used to do, would actually open up your garage door. So this is that HomeLink and MyQ garage integration with the actual Smart Summon as well. Okay, so you can see here that we are in FSD supervised. Attention monitoring, it says, is unavailable for some reason. I do have sunglasses on. Full stop here at the stop sign. It is creeping forward. We do have cross traffic coming, which is going straight, and no turn signal, and now it is turning. Smooth left turn there. Making another left turn here, needs to get in this lane, which it does, and then going to be a full stop here at this stop sign. We do have a pedestrian cyclist that should not affect us at all, which it does not. Excellent job by the FSD supervised. Green arrow here, left turn coming up, super smooth. Now I do want to mention that I did get a little green dot up here, which tells me that the attention monitoring is active. So you can see right next to this blue steering wheel, which means that the FSD is driving. We have that green dot right up here in the corner next to the battery, indicating that the attention monitoring through this front camera here is active. Right turn signal does come on. We are in the correct lane. We are making a right here at this traffic signal. Hugging that bike lane for some reason. It is going to stop here briefly. It is clear. We do have our own lane to go into. And now it does see its own lane there. Did hesitate a little bit there, and didn't really want to go into that lane. Now transitioning over into this left lane. Great job there. And it's going to make this next left turn. Now, this lane does turn into a left turn only lane, so all traffic is going to merge over. And then we are going to stay in this lane and make a left turn. Pretty smooth. Crossing the double yellow here, which I haven't seen it do before. Very human-like. So almost went on the wrong side there, but did correct itself. So this is a kind of a divided highway. So good job by the FSD, kind of recalibrating that left turn. It did cut it sharp in front and did go over those double yellow lines very briefly. We do need to be in this left lane here to go straight through. But as you can see, we're at the stop sign now in a right turn only lane, although the navigation is showing that we need to go straight. I'm trying to wave the other truck on, and you can see that because we're in this right turn only lane, the FSD is going to turn right, although the navigation is showing something different. And now it is indicating on the navigation that we need to perform a U-turn coming up here. So this will be interesting to see. We do have 2 cars behind us, so if I don't let it play all the way through, that is why. So I would like to see it go out a little bit wider before it attempts this U-turn, and it looks like it is deciding not to do the U-turn. So that is the first time I've seen it abort the U-turn. So it did abort the U-turn. It noticed that it couldn't make it all the way. So now it is turning left here and just gonna try and figure it out, so to speak, because it did abort the U-turn. Now we have the navigation did update. So we have basically a small little circle that did come up. So really the worst job by the navigation FSD that has been paired together. So the FSD was in the wrong lane, which then made the navigation all funky, which required the U-turn, and then the FSD didn't take the proper steps in terms of going out wide to complete the U-turn. So going smooth through these neighborhood streets here, absolutely no issues at all. Going to stop at this stop sign and make a right-hand turn. Full stop here down to 0. And then carry on. So now we're going to make another full stop here at this stop sign. This is where we failed the U-turn, and it did abort, which was great. Instead of just saying, please take over immediately, it actually aborted the U-turn, and I didn't have to necessarily take over, which was great to see. Now I did pick a destination that I haven't been to. This is a church that we're heading to that I just have never been to before. So let's see if this actually works. There is a church sign here, but the navigation stops here. So it looks like we need to slow down pretty rapidly because it is going to be a gravel road that we are going to go onto now. And it looks like it is a loop that the church is like parking lot is on. So the navigation did kind of update. So originally it was ending at this endpoint down here, and then did update to add this loop in, which makes a lot of sense for like a robo-taxi if you're going to drop somebody off at the front door. So I'm glad to see that the navigation did dynamically change when we got here. And I'm pretty impressed right here with the FSD on some gravel here, but this is not the first time FSD has been tested on gravel, and it's definitely doing a decent job. So full stop here, you can see that it doesn't say the destination was reached unless I missed that. So I am going to push the accelerator pedal here. And we are just getting a... it just really wants to end here instead of, as a human driver, I know that I need to go in front where these handicap spots are, and that is going to be exactly where I need to be. And now it's kind of driving in front of these handicap spots. Again, really confused because it's this gravel stuff here. Now, this would be a good spot to drop off passengers if it was about 10 feet that way. So right now it's over top of these parking spots, which I don't think it can really figure out because this is a hybrid gravel kind of area. Okay, we do have our next destination in here. The steering wheel has come up here. So all I have to do is pull down. You can see that the FSD is now identifying these spots here. So it's like, whoopsie, I'm actually kind of perpendicular to these parking spots here. So I'm gonna go ahead and all I have to do is, since the car is in drive, is pull down, and now we are in the FSD. So you can see that it's choosing to not go anywhere right off the brake. I do think I am going to have to give it some encouragement. It does need to exit this gravel parking lot before it can get on its way. Some time has elapsed now, so I'm going to push the accelerator pedal. You can see it's a bit confused here, going from the concrete, where it really shouldn't be driving on, to this gravel parking lot here. So now it has kind of mapped out the parking lot and it can see where it needs to exit. So there is a little dip here, and you can see that the FSD is very hesitant on this little dip. I haven't done anything yet. It's almost still thinking. And I'm going to give it some encouragement. Right turn signal does come on. This is kind of a circle driveway a little bit. And again, stops right here. There is a hole in the road. I'm not sure if it's stopping for that or if it's stopping for this gravel transition. I am going to give it some encouragement again, and it does need a turn, which it does. And now it is kind of driving on the more left-hand side of this gravel road here. So now we're going to go transition back over to regular paved road, makes a right turn to get on that paved road, and now we are out of that mess. So really that church parking lot, because it was gravel, because they had that section of concrete, was very, very hard on the FSD, and it really struggled in that hybrid gravel parking lot. Again, I do like how the navigation dynamically updated to change the drop-off point or the end point for the FSD from basically the street to the front door, which was really nice to see. So now you can see I'm getting this message, apply slight steering force. My green dot is gone. That means this attention monitoring is inactive right now for some reason. Full stop here. Now we need to look left and right, which I do not see any cross traffic, and it does make a smooth left turn. Coming up to a stop sign here, the stop sign was blocked by some trees, but it is slowing down appropriately. It didn't have to slam on the brakes or anything like that. We do have another car we're waiting for that's turning left, and now we are going to turn right. Very smooth job by the FSD. So it needs to be in this center lane, which it does hesitate a little bit. It was in that left turn only lane. Four-way stop here, so it's going to come to a full stop, and then it can proceed. Getting into this left-hand turn lane here, do have a stop sign. The cross traffic does not have a stop sign. Volkswagen ID4 passing us. It is creeping forward. We do have this one car here, and now it is clear, and it does make the left turn. So I would like to see it make that left turn into the right lane, since we are going to be making a right turn. Come up here, you can see that it has already transitioned over, but it would just feel more natural making that left turn into that right lane. Somebody can make a comment down below. I don't even know if that's technically legal to do from a left turn, to pick your lane on this type of road. Right turn here at a traffic signal, very easy turning, and we are going to head down this road. So the light in front of us is turning yellow and now red. So it should come to a full stop before executing this right turn here. Turn signal is already on. We are in a right-hand turn only lane. So it's probably going to stop to 0. Oh, only 2 miles an hour. So it did not do a full stop. I think because the light actually turned green right at the end before it was going to stop. Right turn signal comes on. And it is making this right-hand turn. Now I'm making a left-hand turn, although it should be going straight. So again, here's where the FSD isn't really following the navigation some. It is stopping for this car. Pretty smooth there, forcing the other car to go because I thought it was going to turn left here. And it looks like it's trying to get as close to this pin as possible, which is, I just randomly picked this golf course here. So you can see that if it went straight, there is a little drop-off area right up here. So it would have been better if it was on the other side. So let's see, navigate on autopilot ending. So I almost feel like the FSD and the navigation are competing against each other. So this is not smooth. You can see the navigation trying to keep up with the decisions that the FSD is making, and we need it to be on the other side. You can just see the steering wheel, how it's kind of very jerky. Now it's asking me for slight steering force, but you can see how it's very jerky. Now it's looking like it's going to go back around for another run. Let's see if it makes this. And now we get to take over immediately. Okay, so not how we want to see the test end. I do think that was that sun glare coming in, which is most unfortunate because this is a new update here. I'm going to go ahead and disengage and re-engage the FSD. It should make this right turn now, and this is the path that we should have taken originally, similar to what we saw. So this is almost where, when we're getting down to the nitty-gritty, the FSD is kind of taking on a mind of its own and not really following the navigation, which has hurt it in these two examples. So it should stop somewhere here. I believe that is the front door there, or this is the front door over here. So it should really stop here and allow passengers to exit. It says 25, okay, 0 feet. All right, so navigation is complete. So here you would just push it into park, and then you would hopefully soon be able to do the reverse summon. But what we're going to do is, for now, I'm going to go ahead and park the car and see if we can do a summon test. Now I am going to pull in here to make it a little bit more challenging. I know that the FSD likes to back in when it does do the auto park. Okay, you can see where the car is parked over there. I do have the app dialed up here, so I'll put that on the screen. And you can see that the path of travel that the car should take, if I do a come to me, should be up over here and then around this side of the circle. So I do want to see if it does actually come to this side of the circle. So I am going to press the button right now. Come to me. You can see it is preparing. We do have that white SUV is also getting ready to move. So the Model 3 is backing out, as you can see it there. So doing a fine job backing out. And again, I do want to see it come on this side of the circle. That's why I'm standing here testing it right here as well. Very confidently heading out, and so is this SUV. That SUV is stopping, thankfully. And now it is going to go ahead and accelerate. Stopping there as well. Some incoming traffic, but if it does hurry, which it is not. So you can see that it does look like on the app that it is going to come on the correct side of the circle, which again is actually smart, and I love to see that. It is getting a little close to the curb there, but doing an excellent job with this test here. So full stop here right in front of the building. Excellent job, especially if you have some sort of physical disability and you can't walk to your car. You can see where these handicap spots are way out there. Then you can pull your car right up here. All right, so what we're gonna do now is hit the auto park here. So we're gonna start this auto park. I'm gonna back it into the exact same spot, and we're gonna test the same route again to see if it does end up working. Excellent job, auto park complete, and it does put itself in park. And we are gonna say come to me. Now it should do the same route, and it should be a little bit quicker because it is pulled backed into the spot.
Will all those things have that feature?
It's about a $8,000 software. Yeah. Nice to have though.
It'll come and pick you up.
Yep.
How far away?
I'll show you just here in a sec. Transitioning over, and it is accurately coming up into the circle. Excellent job by the actual Smart Summon.